Hello and welcome back to Glad We Talked podcast. I'm Tori.
And I'm Chanel.
Chanel, it's spring.
We have one nice day. You're like, it's spring. Spring's here.
Can't you feel it?
Yeah, it was like beautiful yesterday. Today was nice too, actually.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I am afraid to look at my weather app and see what's happening.
What do you mean what's happening?
Like, it's like when school's coming and you're like, look at the calendar and you're like, oh no, only so many days left of summer vacation. It's like, when is it going to go back to being cold? I'm nervous.
Oh, I see.
Right?
I think we're supposed to have a good week, actually.
Are we?
Yeah.
I did it. I looked at the weather app. Okay. The lowest I'm seeing for the next 10 days is 47.
Okay.
We can get by with a 47 and rainy.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. I like the rain.
As long as it's not 20 degrees, I'm good.
Ugh. So Mitch and I went for a walk on Sunday. It was beautiful out. Sunny, gorgeous. We went to get our coffees from my favorite spot, Mojo in Hoboken. And then we were taking Rhodey to the dog park. And I just looked at Mitch and was like, it's so beautiful out. And he goes, you have really bad seasonal depression. And I was like, what? And he's like, I didn't know if I heard him right. He's like, yeah, it's like horrific. You have horrific seasonal depression. I was like, no, I know you're right. He's like, it just takes a day that's 65, sunny, and a iced coffee, and you're like a new person.
First of all, yes, absolutely. First of all, yes. And second, I love that he used the word horrific.
I know.
it's so aggressive. It's like, it's horrific.
I know. But it was so specific and dead on.
Well, you did talk about how you have that. So yes, you're correct, Mitch. There's something about nice weather and taking a walk that really just cures everything.
And the birds are chirping and kids are playing.
You're like, I wasn't sad. I just needed 60-degree weather.
Louis Armstrong's It's a Wonderful World is playing.
In your head.
Yeah, it's just, I felt like it was a cartoon, like da 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 da.
Yeah, I don't know. There was so many people out. Mm-hmm. I wanted to take steps to the dog park too, but I couldn't.
I know.
It was really nice out.
We haven't talked about what's happening with Seb on the podcast. I don't know if you want to.
I know. I don't know. Well, Seb has heartworm.
Yeah.
We adopted him from the South, so it's a very common thing there. So we are in the process of getting him treated. He has to do 30 days of antibiotics, 30 days no medication to let the antibiotics do its work. And then he has an injection coming up and then another injection a month later. And he has to be on rest for 6 to 8 weeks after that. So, essentially this whole time he has to be restricted from exercise.
Which is so hard because Sebby is
play. He just wants to play all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't talked about it because I was extremely emotional about it. But yeah, now we're in the stage of waiting for the antibiotics to do its work. Mm-hmm. And he finished them and now he's getting an injection in 2 to 3 weeks. Which I'm most nervous about, but
that's understandable. But the good news is, right, that's the very early stages of heartworm.
Yeah, he wasn't showing any symptoms. He only got tested so that he can get a new pack of his heartworm medication because apparently, if you take heartworm medication, preventatives, they can actually get really sick or even die if they take it when they have heartworm. So they do a test before they give you a prescription for it. And the test, unfortunately, was positive. So he's doing okay, though. You would never tell.
It's not at all.
Me being, I'm more upset than he is.
Yeah. He's like, why? You guys were so happy. And now you're being so weird towards me.
He's like, why can't I play with dogs anymore? And every time we see his friends in the street, we have to avoid them. It's so sad.
Oh, it is so sad.
It's really sad.
When something's happening to them and you can't really
communicate that.
I mean, yeah, you can't communicate it.
No.
But I'm glad Sebby will be taken care of and he's going to be good.
He will. And we just need to give him sedatives, honestly, because that's the only way to get him better. Because he has to be on strict rest and it's life-threatening if he's not. So.
And his little heart must be the size of a thumbnail.
It's probably so small.
Right?
So tiny.
Speaking of nails, I was cutting Rhodey's nails this weekend and I clipped his quick.
That is scary.
It was very scary. I've done it once before when he was a puppy and I felt awful. And I did it this weekend. I was like, okay, you know what? It's time. I could tell, I could hear them. I was like, I have to clip them. And I think I accidentally went over the same nail twice. I don't know how I did it. I just it was something like, in the moment you're like, oh, I just made a mistake,
Yeah.
but it didn't start bleeding. So I was like, oh, we're fine. And he kind of winced, but he does that normally. He didn't let out a cry or anything like he did the first time I cut his nails. So I kept going. And then, like, I went to go get the vacuum because some of the clippings were on the floor and I saw this like red thing and I thought it was like a red onion peel. So I vacuumed over it and then it smeared and I was like, and all I connected. I literally froze. I couldn't move.
Oh
I was
no.
like, Mitch, I cut his nails and he's bleeding. And Mitch came over and helped him. But it was like, I felt so bad, but Rhodey was fine, I think. He was like, whatever.
He like wasn't as nervous as you were. That's what I'm saying. It's like always
Yeah.
us. They're like fine.
I was like panicked. And he's like looking at me. And then Mitch like wrapped his paw in gauze, which was
Oh,
really cute when
oh
he
my
put the sock
god.
over it.
No.
Yeah. And then I was like, I have to go find Quick Wick or something. And it's called Quick Stop or Quick Stop. Yeah. To stop the bleeding.
Did it help?
It did. It like
Okay.
immediately, but it took me a while to find it. And like the whole time Rhodey's milking it. You know what I mean? Like I think
Yeah,
he
he like
like,
knew. He's like, oh,
yeah,
I need treats.
exactly. I filled his Kong with peanut butter and he was like, oh, this is
He's like,
great.
I could take this.
Yeah. And I kept going to the fridge and he kept on following me to the fridge. I'm like, oh, he thinks that he's getting treats
He's like
now.
lifting his paw. He's like, Ma, look, remember?
It was so funny. He like would walk, he was like limping with
Oh
it.
no. They're so funny.
So dramatic. It was
I
only one
know.
afternoon, but yeah.
So quick stop is the thing that you used
Yes.
to get it to stop bleeding.
Yes. I went to
Or
the
you can
pet
use like
store.
cornstarch or flour, right?
Yes. Yeah. I read about cornstarch. You told me about flour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anything that basically will Mitch kept saying congeal. I don't know why the word
I don't
congeal
think
is
that's the
bothering me.
word.
No, but anything that will get like the blood to stop,
Mitch is like on his vocabulary game.
Yeah.
Horrific.
He kept
Congeal.
on saying congeal. And I was like, he's like, we just need it to congeal. We just need it to congeal. And I'm
That's
like,
not the word, I don't think.
congeal reminds me of Jello. Like, stop
Yeah.
talking about Rhodey's.
It's like oil that like gets in the fridge or something. And
Yeah. It's like congealed. Yeah.
I know the word he's looking for and I don't know it either, but it's definitely not congeal.
It's not cauterized, but I can't remember. We just need to get the
Yeah.
bleeding to stop. So I went to the pet store. They didn't have it, but the guy was like, just go to CVS. It's the same thing. So
Great.
this episode is sponsored by Bleed Stop.
I mean, honestly, our pups.
I know. Dog mom life.
Yeah. So those are our pup dates.
Oh, that's so cute. The pup dates.
Pup date.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Good one,
Love a
Chanel.
good name.
Yeah, the pup dates. Oh, I love it.
And we do have outstanding items too.
Yeah. What's going on with our outstanding items?
Trevor.
Ooh, tell me about Trevor from Love is Blind.
Disappointment.
Why?
Apparently he had a girlfriend.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't see this.
Are you joking? Because it's in our notes.
I know, but like I didn't know
Oh.
about it. I didn't know there's question marks. I was like, what is this?
Yes. Well, I put question marks because I was like, what?
Oh, me too, apparently.
And yeah, so apparently like he had a girlfriend like while he was in the pods or something.
No.
Yeah.
Did she step forward?
Yeah, she did.
It's kind of like Jeremy's ex-wife, ex-fiance situation.
Listen, I don't know. I can't keep up with all these boys and their red flags and their ex women, and it's just too much. But I had to bring up the Trevor thing because we were like, I just want good things for Trevor. He's like the best. And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, wait, he maybe had a girlfriend.
Maybe, but it's still a maybe, right?
I feel like it is. Like, nothing's for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna defend Trevor until
Until it's cold.
Yeah.
Proof.
I'm still defending Trevor. I don't know about that.
What's the other thing you put in here?
My friend Melissa was listening to the episode, and we had talked about on our previous episode if Chelsea had reached out to Megan Fox at all, or if Megan Fox had weighed in on the situation. And I guess that Melissa said she heard from another podcast that Chelsea did reach out to Megan Fox, and there's like the receipts to see what she said, but Megan didn't respond.
Yeah, Megan's dealing with her own stuff.
Yeah, but since then, Megan Fox's ex-husband has spoken out.
Yes, Brian Austin Green. I saw that.
I'm glad you knew his name because I was just like, ex-husband.
Yeah, obviously.
And he was like, she doesn't compare. We're like, you think?
Yeah, obviously Brian Austin Green. You have to call him by all three names.
And then someone else said that I was reading in the comments, like I got deep into this, and they're
Mm.
like, well, I think that if Chelsea had Megan Fox's trainers and surgeons, that they would look like sisters. And I was
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm not going to discredit that one though. I
But
think
a
it might be
lot of
true.
people would, not just Chelsea.
Yeah.
If we're going there, if we're going surgeries, then
But I don't think she would need a lot of surgeries and a lot of like changes to look like her actually.
you think she looks more like her than most people, just not there yet.
Mm-hmm. I do. I think she has the basic Megan Fox characteristics that could be in the right surgical environment enhanced.
In the right surgical environment. If she got Dr. McDreamy,
Yeah, exactly.
McSteamy.
I just got to the part in Grey's Anatomy where Patrick,
Spoiler alert.
yeah,
What?
where Patrick Dempsey leaves.
Oh,
Heartbreaking.
I cried. I've cried my heart out in so many of those episodes.
Mm.
But when McDreamy dies, it's like gut wrenching.
It's like it was so bittersweet too because like obviously don't want him to leave, but then I read in the like articles that he wasn't really a great cast member.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there were issues on set and that he was pretty demanding. There were a lot of differences between him and Chandra and him and Ellen Pompeo.
Here's the thing, I don't separate the actor from like to me they're just the character.
You're like, it is just
I
McDreamy.
don't know who Patrick Dempsey is in this context. So
Oh, okay.
to me, I'm just like, oh, that's his problem.
Yeah. You're like, that's whoever this Patrick Dempsey
Yeah,
guy
whoever
is.
that guy is. Don't know.
Okay.
Sucks for him. In Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy world, it's devastating.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's where I'm at on that since you mentioned McDreamy.
So good, right?
Yeah. So good.
Okay, did you watch I mean, we're not going to like recap the full Love is Blind episodes, but did you watch the most recent episodes that came out last week?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Chelsea and Jimmy's fight.
Yeah.
I just need to talk about that really quick. Just really quick. I need to like rant
Go
about
ahead.
it.
Yeah. We're going to wait. We're going to wait to talk more about Love is Blind until after the reunion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's fair that we just touch on the highlights. So proceed.
Let me get my notes. Hold on.
Oh, wait. We're actually pulling our. Okay. This might just turn into a Love is Blind episode then.
No. Just about the fight though.
I have so many notes.
So many notes.
I can't. It was like, I literally.
Oh, okay. This was what I wanted to say.
You okay?
Okay. So you know how Jimmy was like, oh, I went out for my friend's birthday.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I only went out for like an hour and a half. And Chelsea just keeps being like, I don't want to be with someone like that. And it's like the editing was so funny because he's like, I went out for my friend's birthday. And she's like, I don't want to be with someone like that. And it reminded me so much of the Mean Girls part where she's like, all he cares about is his mom and his friends and his school.
Yeah.
And it's like really good things. It's like she kept saying, I don't want to be with someone like that. I'm like, a person who goes out for his friend's birthday and supports his friend's birthday and like goes out for a drink
for an hour and a half.
For an hour and a half and comes back to you.
And meanwhile, she admitted to being martini drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so he went out to his friend's
had one drink.
Birthday, had a drink, came home to you drunk, who then harassed him into being like, you're the wrong person. Like, I don't want to be with you. Like, she's so, yeah.
She went wild.
Oh, Chelsea. Melissa was texting me about that. She agrees. She thinks that she has a lot of work to do in therapy. I agree.
And I feel like Jimmy was being so calm.
I know.
And like reasonable.
I know.
And I'm like, how is he this calm right now? Like she's literally attacking him.
Yeah.
And he was just being so level-headed.
Yeah.
I mean, even the part with like his friend where she brought up like
them sleeping together. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like his girlfriends. He's like, tell me right now, do you want me to stop being friends with them? And she's like, yes. He's like, well, I'm not going to do that. I was like, you tell her, Jimmy.
I know. I mean, really, it wasn't putting her in the position that she needed to come back from in that moment.
No. What did you think though? Like, did you think they were like actually done when you were watching it?
I don't know, because Jimmy just continues to surprise me. Like every time Chelsea's unwinding and just be kind of downward spiraling, he stands by her. And so I do think there's probably things happening in that relationship that we're not seeing. And I think he feels very, he's really trying to do this a certain way because he did say, I didn't want to talk about this on camera. Did you notice that?
Yes. Yeah.
He's like, I didn't want us to talk about this on camera. He
About
looks,
him sleeping with his friend.
yes, he
Yeah.
looks directly at the camera. It's like, I think he is trying to do what he needs to do for the terms of the show, but then there's this whole other side that they're doing where they're protecting their private lives and their relationships with friends and family that they don't feel should be put on television.
Yeah, and he even said like I brought her on TV. Like clearly there was some part of her and him that spoke about not wanting this like aired on TV, and yet Chelsea didn't respect that. Like to me, for Jimmy, like that is such a boundary cross. Like
Mm-hmm.
he like confided in you about something and you just completely ignored his wishes and said it anyway because you were upset.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all because I thought that was a line that she definitely did cross, like drunk or not. I think
Mm-hmm.
that in the sake of their marriage and if that was an agreement. And I think Jimmy was being a good friend. I do think he has a kind of a code that he must live by. I don't know him personally, but I'm just seeing in the character who he is on TV and how he presents himself. I think there is a way that he lives his lives. He does honor friendship very highly. Mitch has a lot of friends that are girls, and like he's been honest about any of their friendships. Granted, he hasn't been with any of them, but like
Mm-hmm.
I trust him when he's around his girlfriends because I know they're his friends and he values them and I know his character. So I would think the same of Chelsea in that situation. Like she should be secure in their relationship. And if he has girlfriends, he has girlfriends, but knowing that like he's the person that he's with, she should be confident in that.
100%. Like, I don't think the issue is that he has girlfriends. Like, same, Martin has like a ton of girlfriends, and he'll like go out to dinner with friends from work, and most of them are
Mm-hmm.
girls. And I'm just like, have fun. Like, text me later. Like, I
Yeah.
encourage him to go. Like, sometimes he's like, oh, I don't feel like going out. I'm like, no, go with your friends. Like, go out. Like, have fun. I feel like she also crossed the line when she's like asking him to not be friends with someone. Like, he knew them before you. Like,
Right. Who
it's
are you to
not.
come into his life and like
Yeah.
all of a sudden sweep him up and say, I'm the only girl in your life? That is a
Right.
red flag.
Huge, huge red flag.
So
Chelsea is
I'm
a
kind
walking
of,
red flag.
yeah, I'm like, what is going on with Jeremy where he's ignoring all of these red
Jimmy?
flags?
Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. What I'm like, what is wrong with
We
Jimmy?
said red flag and you thought Jeremy
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah. So what is going on with Jimmy that he's ignoring all of these red flags?
I
And is
know.
it actually makes me think, is it more acceptable when girl has red flags than when a guy has red flags? Like girls talk about red
Mm.
flags in guys, but like I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of red flags from Chelsea that she needs some support and work in her life.
Yeah. I think guys just like automatically jump to like crazy for girls, you know?
Yeah.
It's like instead of red flags, they're just like, oh, she's crazy.
Mm,
But I know you didn't read the book Attached, but
mm-mm.
there was like the three different attachment styles. And she is 100% the anxious attachment style. Protest behavior, like insecurity, like
What's protest behavior?
it's like someone didn't act the way you want them to, so you act out a certain way, whether it's like silent
Uh,
treatment or like so that they can like ask you what's wrong, or like
mm,
her like lashing out at him. Like just those kinds of behaviors are just like textbook anxious attachment, and I'm just like, I want you to get help.
I know I'm not being a girl's girl right now, but she gets into this whiny cryberry baby voice.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't. It really bothers me, honestly. Like she puts
I
on this like
know.
crying, like I'm sorry. I just
Listen, the amount of like video memes that have gone like on about this fight, like people have said much worse things than that, so don't even.
I know. We have a lot more to say about the second half of Love is Blind, so we'll do that in a more appropriate time when we
This was
have
a
a full
teaser.
lens.
A little teaser. Yeah, I have
Uh
so much to say on that episode, on those two episodes that came out.
Me too. The parents, like I can't even with AD's mom,
I
and
know.
I just yeah.
She was
Okay.
so cute.
I'm obsessed with her.
I know. Okay.
Absolutely.
Talking about mental health. Talking about
Yes, talking
therapy.
about the help we need to get for these contestants.
We also need help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
bet.
I'm looking for a therapist.
You are. You're in the market.
I'm on the hunt.
How does it feel?
It feels good.
Yeah,
I'm back on my Hello Alma.
good. They take your insurance.
So you put your insurance, and then they give you the providers who work with your
Mm,
insurance. It's
like
just like
that.
such an easy site. Like it's literally like looking on like profiles. I feel like I'm like dating. Like
It
There's
is.
all these profiles. It tells you about them. It tells you what they practice. It tells you, like, I've spoken about it before. But I reached out to a few and I had consultations lined up this week. I had one Sunday. I had one today. I have one another day this week. Just trying to find one that's going to work for me. I feel like the first time when I met my last therapist, who I broke up with,
Yeah.
that inspired how to break up with a therapist. Um, I had a gut feeling when I first spoke to her during the consultation that like she wouldn't work for me, and I just
Hmm.
ignored it. And I was like, it's fine. Like, it's just a therapist. Like, I'm sure we'll mesh at some point. And we obviously didn't.
Yeah.
So I think this time I'm taking more time and effort and making sure that like I feel comfortable during that 15-minute call and just asking more questions and just making sure that like I'm getting a good vibe and a good feeling.
Yeah. That's so
Um,
important.
yeah, versus like ignoring that and just being like, it's fine, because it's not fine. I think
Right.
not only is it good to have a therapist, but it's good to have the right therapist, to really, so that, I go into the sessions open and comfortable and not anxious and closed off. So going through that process now.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they have the consultations too. They
Mm-hmm.
understand that it might not always be the right fit, and they want to make sure that you are as comfortable with them and the service that they're going to provide as you are going to be paying them for their services. So I think you're doing the right thing and consultating with a few of them, getting their vibes. I know you mentioned to me that one of them felt really easy and
Mm-hmm.
natural for you to speak to, which is a great sign. I think anytime I've gone to a therapist, it's like the ones that I feel comfortable opening up to immediately are the ones that I've gone on to see. And then the ones that kind of might maybe not aligned with, didn't best align with my personality, I just moved on from.
I think that's what it is. It's like just a personality thing. Like, I want someone who's like assertive and like strong in what she's saying, but I also still want a level of like relatability. I don't want
Hmm.
it to feel like, too far removed from like someone that I can speak to um comfortably. So I think it's just like finding that balance.
Totally.
And the first person I met with, I already knew like wasn't a fit, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening to myself. And the second person I met with, I was like already opening up to her. I was like, this is great.
Yeah. See?
So I was like, can we do a session now?
Well, that's good. That's a really
Yeah,
good sign if you're ready. So good luck with the rest of your consultations, but it sounds like you
thanks.
might have found a winner.
How many consultations did you have before you found your therapist?
The first time I had two or three consultations, and I think
Okay.
I talked about this on a previous episode, but my first therapist, she was so eager to help me in finding someone that I just went back to her. She had a very difficult schedule to work with, but
Yeah.
I just decided I would work with her because I liked her. I had that personal connection. I wanted to open up quickly to her, and I was like, that's more important to me than finding the right time that works, like
Mm-hmm.
these characteristics. And then my new therapist, I got matched with her through Human Told. I kind of just put down an intake form of my personality, and then they matched me with someone, and it worked out.
Oh, they match you. That's interesting.
Yeah, matchmaker style.
I did Human Told, but they didn't accept my insurance, or like I don't have an out of network option, which is
Oh,
what I think you have. So
I
I would have had
used
to pay
to.
like $200 per session or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. My insurance stuff changed because now I'm on Mitch's insurance.
Right.
And so there's some complications there and my
Oh
costs went up.
no.
But I will say that they're being very accommodating and working with me and negotiating prices and stuff to help me work around it because it got really expensive.
Yeah, and when I spoke to the girl, she was very helpful at Human Told, and she was even like, there are options. Like, if you want to see an intern, it would be
Hmm.
cheaper. And I was kind of just like, well, what if the intern like finishes their internship? Like, what happens after that? And she's like, yeah, well, if they don't keep a job, then
Yeah,
you would have to change. Which, it's like, once you become comfortable with someone, you kind of just want to keep them for a bit.
totally.
Um, so unfortunately, I couldn't move forward, but they handled everything so professionally. The website was so easy; like everything was really easy with them, and they were so quick. So,
Yeah.
Human Told is also a good option along with Hello Alma.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to find what works for you, what works with your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
It's all about
difficult
the
system.
insurance.
It is. It's so difficult to navigate,
I know,
honestly. It really is, and it's a shame.
I know, and
But
it's so expensive if it doesn't work out with your insurance. Like, it's a lot of
yeah.
out of pocket, especially weekly.
Yeah. I started going monthly now.
Oh, okay.
I felt like I was in a place where I could take some training wheels off and kind of ride solo.
That's progress, baby.
I know. And that's what my therapist said. She was like, no, it's not, I don't take it personally when you want to scale back. And it's good for you to have these periods. And the point of therapy isn't to be consistently going back to someone, it's to like show growth and we're here when you need us. And so I've been just kind of doing monthly check ins, which has given me time and space to reflect on my own and use some of the coping mechanisms instead of being like, I can't wait to get to therapy. It's like processing myself and handling it. And it's been good.
I actually meant to tell you, I used your therapist's strategy. What is it? The coping mechanism that you told me about on the podcast.
The 5 4 3 2 1 or
The
the leaf
other one with the leaf.
Oh,
I was up at 5 a.m. the other night, as one is, and I was trying to fall back asleep when I couldn't because like my mind was thinking about something too much, and I kept putting it on a leaf and like watching it float away. I think it helped me drift back to sleep, which was good because like
that's great.
I was just thinking, and I was like, I need to do something to stop.
Yeah.
So I tried it, and it helped me like fall back asleep.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad. It does help like visualizing it. It's like even if you put it back on,
you just need something else to focus on.
Yeah.
And you can't unless it's like counting sheep. I don't know. Like
I've always tried counting sheep. I really do. I try it. I'm like, this should work. It seems it's like a tale as old as time. Everyone's done it. And I'm like, these freaking sheep don't work.
I know. It's just something else to focus on, I think, more than like you're overthinking.
Yeah.
That's what I found.
I also saw on TikTok someone reviewed Kourtney Kardashian's Lemmy sleep.
Oh, is it good?
I don't know. This girl, it had like 2 million views, and she was like, it knocked me out. She's like, it put me on another dimension, another like time sphere, whatever.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I've been on my Kardashian game, and I've been watching the episodes on Hulu. And I was watching when she was like launching Lemmy, and I was like, should I try these?
I don't know. This is what this one person said, but I have a problem with melatonin where like I get crazy dreams and then the next day I feel groggy. So I don't know if I would like her stuff or not.
Interesting. I wonder if it's melatonin or if it's something else.
I'll have to fact check that.
Because she uses a lot of natural extracts in her vitamins. Yeah.
Interessante.
Yeah. So maybe she uses like a fruit extract or something that makes you sleepy. I'm making that up, obviously, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you also seen the Sleepy Girl mocktail? Sleepy Girl mocktail? I want to kind of try that.
Are you having trouble falling asleep?
Always.
Oh.
Not really. Actually, not as recently. Just sounds
actually
fun.
Not at all. I just want to eat some gummies and make mocktails.
Yeah. I just want to have fun. I just want to make bedtime fun. Have a little snack and a little drink before bedtime.
Have a little routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Why not? Live your life. Live your best life.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make me really tired. No, I have been sleeping better.
That's good. Mental health check-in with you.
With me?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah. This is about you this week.
About me finding my therapist.
Yeah. This is for the first time. It's not about me in therapy. It's about Chanel.
Yeah. Sometimes you just know when you need it, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just like, it's time.
It is. It's great that you're recognizing it's time. Took a little break. Now it's time to go back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So I'll keep everyone posted if I find one.
Yeah. And just like the seasons change with therapists, it's also about to be spring.
You're such a good seguer.
I just listen for it, you know?
Yeah, love it.
I know I came in hot at the start of the episode, but I am really looking forward to spring for some reason.
For some reason? Because your seasonal depression is horrific.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? We all know the reason.
You're like, what? Yeah, no, yeah, for that reason. I'm ready for it to be spring.
Yeah. Okay, what are we wearing in spring?
I don't know. I'm having this like again. Ding 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 millennial clothing crisis over here.
Okay, you posted on our story. Was it like a month ago about the ballet flats?
Maybe a few weeks ago.
Polling people if they're into it or not. What were the results? Do you remember?
Yeah, a few people said yes, but majority said no. Most of us are not into ballet flats, and I think that's fair because I, for one, am not into ballet flats. Are you?
No. I wore. Okay, so is there a difference between like ballet flats and regular flats?
What's a regular flat? Like a sandal?
No, like are all flats ballet flats?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, like an espadrille isn't a ballet flat, like like a canvasy.
Because I had these like plain flats that were just like nude, suede, and pointy toed that were like a heel but flat.
Okay.
And I
Hmm.
used to wear them probably like pre-COVID,
I
maybe during
remember
COVID.
these.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Which I
wouldn't
haven't.
categorize those as ballet flats.
Okay, so like those are probably the closest I'll get to a flat, and I used to wear them with wide like pants for like business things because I don't really like wearing heels. I'm just
Okay.
not a heel gal.
I know you're not.
So I think that all this to say, I don't know if I want to say I'm completely out on ballet flats if those count, but I'm not wearing them with like a skirt or my legs showing and like flats. Like that
Yeah.
style isn't for me.
No, when I saw the ballet flats coming back, I immediately had flashbacks to like 8th grade when we would all wear denim skirts or some type of like remember when the mismatching plaid skirts were a thing? Like the patchwork shorts and skirts
No,
from like American Eagle? No, okay.
no.
And like a Hollister or American Eagle t-shirt. Like I had a
Those I
very
remember.
specific vision. Yeah, of
Yeah.
like going to school dressed like that and I don't know, I'm not ready to do that again.
Yeah. So what are people wearing ballet flats with these days?
I think like long pants. I don't know. I just see them. I think they're just
Yeah.
wearing them with jeans. There's like a whole ballet core movement happening.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan.
I'm not. And they hurt,
They do hurt. They
you
never
know?
really get comfortable.
The worst thing is you're wearing ballet flats and you step on some random rock and it like shoots into your
Your
like,
soul.
yeah, you're like, ah.
Wait, I'm gonna look on Pinterest really quick and just type in ballet flats.
I was in Madewell the other day and I saw ballet flats. I saw on We Wore What ballet flats. Like I'm seeing who what wear ballet flats. I'm seeing them everywhere. And I just don't know.
Okay, yeah, like this girl is wearing them with a like a wider bottom. They're not exactly like
Like a
long
flare,
that hits her ankles,
like a crop.
crop-ish, like regular like Gen Z type pants
What
with
is that?
flats.
Jen, what is that?
They're like not skinny jeans, but they hit your ankle. Madewell
Okay. Can I
jeans.
see the picture? Oh yeah, I gotcha. Okay. For some reason I was picturing capris.
Oh no no no,
I
not
was like, is
capris.
this a capri? Like, I
No,
can't with like a freaking capri and ballet
like
flats.
this
Absolutely
definitely doesn't
not.
look terrible.
No, it
I
looks like
just
it's giving mom,
yeah,
right?
because millennials are the ones who used to wear these.
Fuck.
So it's like yeah, so I'm seeing them a lot with like jeans,
Okay.
which I immediately thought skinny jeans because that's what we used to wear them with.
I know.
And I was like, no, this
I
doesn't
don't know.
look that bad. I just don't know if it's for me.
Yeah, well that's the thing. I see them dressed up chicly right now. They have their white
Mm-hmm.
pullover or their white button down, they have a cardigan, they have their jeans and their ballet flats. I'm like, that great. Looks
Yes,
good.
this looks cute.
Yes, exactly. That's not going to be me. Like I just know
Right.
it.
I'm
It's
not gonna look that
not.
chic. I'm just not.
I'm going to end up running around with my leggings on and a sweatshirt and ballet flats.
And you look like the morning after or something.
Yeah, I look like I'm doing the walk of shame. It's like, what is
Literally.
this girl wearing right now? And it's just like, I just walked out of my house, honestly.
What about loafers? I
Oh,
like
okay. So
loafers.
I was wondering if I should get into the loafer game.
Me too. I don't have a pair, but I've seen them and I kind of like them.
Yeah, I saw this pair on Sam Edelman. They were like a tan leather and they had a gold clasp, but they were a loafer in the front. It was kind of like a mullet for
I'm
loafers.
like, is this? It's just
It
supposed to say that.
it was a loafer in the front and a sling back in the back. I might order them with like
Oh,
about a 2.5 inch heel.
oh, it has a little heel.
Little heel. I can do a little block heel.
Okay, I'm see for an everyday shoe, I can't do that. I'm
Everyday
like
shoe I'm
running to the
putting on
train.
sneakers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like spring shoes are so hard. Like, why don't I have any shoes for spring? Like, they're literally just sneakers. Like, it's like this weird period where I'm just like sneakers every day. Like, if you see me in a sneaker and like an outfit that doesn't go, just don't look at me. I have nothing else.
I bought Jordans because I thought that's what we were approved to wear with everything. And now I'm like, oh, we're not. We have to wear ballet flats.
You can wear your Jordans. People are still wearing Jordans.
I don't know. I'm feeling old.
I know. I just think spring has always been a tough time for shoes.
Yeah.
And I think flats were always the go to. But now that it's like we're kind of transitioning out of that. It's like, what is it?
Yeah, because
Well, we
also
are, not people, just us.
yeah, and when it was raining the other day, I was about to go put my old hunter boots on, like the big ones. Remember
Mm.
those, the tall ones?
Oh, the tall ones,
Are
yeah.
those out? Those are out. I
It's
thought those were.
freaking raining.
I know, but I thought they were out. And then we had like the booties.
Oh, I
But
have the booty ones, but not hunter, just like knockoff
yeah,
ones.
I have Sam Edelman booty ones.
Yeah.
But I'm like, are those out? So I just feel like
No,
every time I'm getting dressed, I'm questioning, is this in or out?
I get it. I get it. It's raining. All rules go out the window. You do what
Okay.
you have to do.
I need a rain jacket. Like I need a whole spring refresh.
I know. Spring is a weird time because fall you can get away with booties. I feel like
Yeah. Why are we doing the same thing with our arm right now?
I don't know, and we match.
I love it. It's
It's
like
like you're like, I'm not gonna wear black today so that we don't match, and then we have the same shirt on in different colors.
it's awesome. Same cut, same sleeve. It's like we
Yeah.
can't try to avoid it.
And I was gonna change because I've been wearing the shirt for 2 days, and I was like, it's fine.
Awesome.
Am I okay?
The other, I don't know. Are you? It's
why I'm
a
seeing
good
a
thing you're looking
therapist.
at their pairs. Yeah. The other thing is trench coats. I feel like
Mm.
everyone is big onto trench coats.
I love a trench coat.
Yeah.
I do.
I need one.
You need one?
Is trench coat different than a rain jacket?
Yeah.
How different?
Well, a rain
What is the
jacket,
purpose of a trench coat then?
it's a spring jacket.
Hmm.
When it's not raining. Do you think it just rains every day in spring?
Yeah, April showers bring me flowers. So
No, like a trench coat is so cute because like you can wear it with jeans, skirt. Like I feel like it goes with like every outfit.
yeah.
And it's just a lighter. It's like a lighter pea coat for
Mhm.
spring.
Okay.
To dress up, accessorize an outfit,
Hmm.
but it's not heavy, so you're not like sweating.
But what is the material? Is it water resistant or no?
Not all of them. It looks like a water resistant type of material, but they're not all water resistant.
Right, and then it doesn't have a hood. So see, to
It
me,
doesn't
that's a
have a hood.
rain jacket that just forgot to be a rain jacket.
It's called fashion.
Look it up.
Yeah. Look it up, sweaty.
Okay, so trench coat, ballet flats. What else are you buying for spring or looking for spring?
Girl.
You're like buying what?
The other day I went out and I wore an outfit that I wore to my 30th birthday
Hmm.
out the other day. And I was like, this is fine.
Oh, I realized that that was years ago now. I'm like, what's wrong with that? That was like
Yeah.
yesterday.
It was 3 or 4 years ago at this point. So
That's fine. That's good. We like a sustainable keep your clothes for a while, girl.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what we're wearing. I never do. I told you, I just go with what even fits me.
Yeah. I feel like I'm constantly going through this. Like, am I wearing clothes that one fit me, two like are appropriate for me?
Let me say something.
Okay.
You recently
Let it
worked
go.
at Madewell.
Hmm.
And every time I see you, you're in a new freaking shirt or jeans, and you look cute every time I see you.
Yeah, but I'm not working there anymore, so I don't have any spring clothes.
The
So that's really the
shirt,
problem.
the shirt you're wearing right now is cute.
Yeah, but this is one shirt. I can't wear it every day like you are right now. Like I have to go out in public.
Wow, one time she wears a shirt 2 days in a row and
Well, okay, so here's the other
gets
thing.
made fun of.
So there's this one shirt from Madewell I really do like. It's a boxy cotton t-shirt. It's a little cropped. And I bought it and Mitch washed it with a blue tie-dyed, freshly tie-dyed t-shirt. So it got all over my white shirt.
Good,
Right?
good.
Yeah.
Good.
So then I went out and he was like, "Oh, you're supposed to you could wash them together. I've always done this." I'm like, "Not with just a freshly home dyed t-shirt."
Yikes.
Like,
Yikes,
whatever.
Mitch. Horrific, Mitch.
I will say, future husband gave me his credit card and said, "Go buy yourself a new one."
Mitch.
So I went and I got my replacement shirt. It wasn't the same style, but same energy.
Okay.
And the other day I was out to dinner and we were at this like old restaurant and had a wobbly table. Someone leaned on the table, a whole glass of red wine went on this replacement t-shirt.
It's like not in the cards for you to have this freaking t-shirt.
I know. It was like all over it. My mom had this OxyClean stuff. It wasn't like OG OxyClean. It was like super
spray.
amped up on steroids OxyClean. Like it was like
Oh.
OxyClean advanced.
Okay.
You leave it on. It said you could leave it on up for a week. like at most
Okay.
to absorb this thing. My brother was laughing at me. He was like, this shirt has got to go in the garbage. It's doomed. It's never going to get that out of there. You're an idiot. I'm like, okay, let's see. I believe in the OxyClean gods. Sprayed it on overnight. The next day it was gone.
What?
Yeah.
On
I
your
mean,
white shirt?
yeah, white shirt. It had a little brand, like it still had the outline of it kind of, so you could kind of see it, but I was amazed. There was no burgundy left.
Did you wash it after?
Yes.
And
But
it
even
still had the
before I
outline.
washed it, it soaked it out.
But it still had the outline after you washed it? Because
Yeah.
sometimes that can be from the stain remover. Oh,
Yeah,
it did.
no, it did. So I just went and bought another one.
Is this the same shirt you wore to dinner with me on Friday?
No, different one.
I was going to say, because
Oh, the oil
on
got
it.
out of that one too.
Oh, it did?
OxyClean. Yeah,
Okay,
I meant to
good.
text you.
Okay, good. I was
OxyClean, man.
Not the third time.
Oh no, that was a different one. I'm like, why are all my white shirts doomed?
Well, white is hard.
I know.
The only time I spill something on myself is when I'm wearing white.
I know. Remember when you spilled that wine on yourself at my Christmas party?
No, I didn't. I had a bell sleeve.
Oh yeah.
And I was reaching to get wine and it got dipped in shrimp cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
And then I used a decorative napkin. It was like a Christmas, it was like a decorative Christmas napkin with like red and green all over it. So, and I wet it and I tried to get it out and the paint from the napkin smeared all over my sleeve. And I was like, could this get any worse?
Yeah, I know.
It was like a Christmas tree on my sleeve. It's like, okay,
great.
That's
great.
done.
You weren't at my party for like more than 20 minutes either.
Literally just got there, was getting my first glass of wine, wasn't even like drinking yet. And that's what happened.
It was amazing.
So don't use decorative napkins to get stains out.
No.
Note to self.
Yeah. Use OxyClean, whatever it is. Any OxyClean, I swear.
OxyClean is good. I have a spray version that has gotten so much stuff out.
Yeah.
Also, this reminded me of Valentine's Day when we went out with all the single girls a few years ago and someone spilled red wine on my beige like sweater thing. And she was like, oh my God, go home and put palm olive on it. So I literally like on my way home picked up palm olive from the deli. Love New York, like midnight.
Yeah,
just can
cash.
go pick up palm olive, and put it on overnight, and it removed all of the red wine.
Yeah, I love dishwashing soap for stains.
I felt like I was like my big fat Greek wedding. She's like, I use palm olive for
Put
everything.
Windex on it. Yeah.
So another trick, but
love it.
What is this coworker yoga pants thing you have in the
Okay. So I also was in the market for new leggings. So Mitch bought me new leggings for Christmas. I wanted leggings for Christmas. Didn't end up. So for Valentine's Day, Mitch got me leggings for Valentine's Day. He got me the wrong size, which is not his fault. We didn't know what size I was and he was being sweet. So I went back and I exchanged them for the new size. And while I was there, I happened to see other things that I liked. So I went and I saw that they had like bell bottom yoga pants on display, and I've been seeing a few people around town wearing them.
Yeah, I wore them on our episode and you commented on them
and you had worn them. So I was like, okay, if people are wearing it, it's in store and Chanel's wearing them. I think I should get a pair because you looked really cute. I was like, oh, they look cute when we were recording.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So I bought a pair. And I wasn't planning on going to the office. And so I casually put them on. I wasn't sure I was going to keep them. And then I was like, you know what? I like the fabric. I'm just going to keep them. They're a cute, like ribbed style yoga pant. And it's a micro flare. They're from Lululemon. They're a micro flare. Yeah. I'll wear them next time I see you. They're really cute. So I wore them to the office. Wasn't planning on going in, but I had to pick something up. So I went into the office, had them on. And there's one of my coworkers is a millennial. Okay. And she's like, oh my God, I love your yoga pants. Where are they from? And I immediately responded, Victoria's Secret. Like I didn't even bat an eye.
What?
I like froze. I literally froze. I was like, what? And she was like laughing. She's like, oh, cute. Love Victoria's Secret. And I'm like, these are not from Victoria's Secret.
She time traveled. She's a time traveler.
It was like
look at this cool band on the top.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I literally just heard yoga pants. Where are they from? And was like Victoria's Secret.
That is like a subconscious, like Freudian slip thing.
It was.
That's so weird.
So ingrained.
That's wild.
So ingrained. Like I didn't even realize I said it until she said, "Oh, I love Victoria's Secret," and then I was like, I was like, I was like, Kayla, I lied to you. These are not from Victoria's Secret. I just was a millennial and said that because that's where all of my yoga pants used to come from.
In high school, that was your immediate response. So
It was the look.
obviously, this is the
Yeah.
first time you've worn them since 2010. So that was your immediate response.
Blast from the
Classic.
past.
That
I
is
was like,
so
I have to
funny.
tell Chanel this. She's going to crack up.
That is so funny. You're like,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah.
They're from Lululemon.
Yeah.
Also, I think Victoria's Secret probably has really cute athleisure now.
I'm sure.
Like, I think they've upped their game as well.
Yeah. I'm stuck right now between wanting to buy more athleisure clothes and wanting to be more sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is what work from home is doing to me. It's like you kind of want to look nice on a work from home call, but you also want to be like cash. But then in the office, you're like, or if you want to go out, you're like, oh, what am I going to wear with my cute, not skinny jeans?
Yep.
Oh, and my ballet flats.
I know. It's like, I don't even know. And I think like athleisure can be a little bit sophisticated if it's in the right way.
How so?
I just see people wearing it. Maybe it's just their aesthetic. Like maybe they just have a good aesthetic. But like I just see athleisure on people and it just like looks good. Like it looks like elevated almost.
Yeah.
But it has to be done right. And I don't know how to do that.
I totally agree with you. I think you do. I think you
Sometimes.
do.
There's like one outfit that like looks good and I just wear it all the time.
I just don't know how people with an aesthetic keep it up.
It's so hard.
Honestly, it just seems exhausting. Like are you constantly thinking, does this go with my aesthetic versus just going intuitively with what you like?
Some people honestly are just so good at putting together outfits. Like
Mm,
it to them, it's like
no brainer.
It's no brainer. It's like this and this and this.
Yeah.
Whereas like for me, I have to like think about putting an outfit together. I have to be like, how would this look? And then in my head, it looks amazing. And then I put it on and look like a potato. So really, some people don't have that problem, you know?
Not the potato.
Not the potato.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
When we were getting ready to go out to dinner, so we went out to dinner the other night, Chanel and I, with a friend, and we both were like, what are you wearing?
No, literally, I was walking over to my phone to type, what are you wearing? And you had already texted me. And I was like,
I had no
don't
idea.
know. And it was like 10 minutes before we
I know.
had to leave.
I kind of was worried because I was texting you being like, Chanel's definitely dressed right now. And you were like, I don't know, I was about to text you the same thing. I was like, all right, well, here we go.
Yeah, we both wore a skirt. We did a skirt moment.
It was cute. I liked it. I think maybe I'll get into dresses this spring.
I love a good dress and a jean jacket. That's like a lot of my spring attire. Like a long skirt with sneakers and a jean jacket, or like a longer dress, like midi.
Yeah.
Length.
I heard the jean jackets are out though.
I can't. I no. I can't. Like no.
You're like, shut up. I also heard blazers were out.
Okay. Well, also no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'll never give up my blazers, and jean jackets are also a staple for me. So I'm sorry, but not happening.
Okay. So your spring attire staples are jean jacket.
Yeah, I love a good midi skirt, sneakers, tank, and jean jacket.
That seems like a very Chanel outfit.
What's yours?
I can see it. I think mine are jeans, a button-down shirt, and a t-shirt underneath. So very much my fall outfit, but maybe some lighter colors.
That's very you.
And I need to figure out the shoe situation.
See, I think sneakers would look cute with that, though.
I know. I'm just
A
exhausted.
little Chessie from Parent Trap, like a little Chessie from Parent Trap.
That's the vibe.
Yeah, but like,
honestly,
she's so cute. So
yeah, I'm constantly just Chessie from Parent Trap. I've realized that. That's just me.
You're like, as I've gotten older, I've realized that that's who I am.
And I'm fine with it, but I do need some moments to dress up a little bit.
Everyone's like, I'm Meredith Blake.
Yeah.
I want to marry Rich. And you're like, I'm Chessie.
I'll take the butler.
I'm hanging out with the dogs.
Honestly, she seems
you
cool.
are Chessie. You are. I love it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. She's real.
Why is that so funny to me?
She's like,
I love her. She's literally the queen of that movie.
I have to rewatch Parent Trap now.
That's so good.
And see how on par I am with Chessie.
She's like your spirit animal.
She is.
I think that's a very Tori outfit. And I say, as I said in the Millennial Clothing Crisis episode, just do what feels right.
I will. But I need to do some things that feel right to be updated.
Mm-hmm.
for spring. So
Like
I'm
slightly modified to be trendy.
slightly modified. Like I would love this is really what I would love. I would love for like friends of the podcast or like anyone with good style just to be like, Tori, you should try this.
So you want a personal stylist?
I don't know if I want the opinions. You know what I mean? Like I sometimes I feel like a personal stylist tries to inflict their style on you.
But that's like the whole point is that they're supposed to like look at your body type and your
Yeah.
style and say, this is what I think would work on you.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's what you want friends of the pod to do.
Yeah. So friends of the pod, if you have any recommendations, be like, oh Tori, I think you would look good with this.
Send us some inspo pics.
Yeah. I'm ready to hit buy on loafers. So if you guys love a loafer, send it to me.
That would be so cute with your button down.
Yeah. That's why I'm into it.
Yeah.
But not the ballet flats.
No. My thighs are too thick for ballet flats. Like, does that make sense?
100%. No, Chanel, I thank you for saying that. I literally was like, my hips just won't feel balanced. You know, like that.
Something I feel like Despicable Me.
Yeah, like a weeble wobble, but they don't fall down. Like it's like
my hips are so big and then my ballet flats are so small. Like it just doesn't go.
it doesn't. You need some weight on the bottom to like
do.
ground you.
To, like, balance you out.
I'm so
100%.
glad you say that. Honestly, because the flats are like on these skinny models.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, their shoes look cute
like,
on
so
them.
Cute. Like why
so
don't I
delicate
do that?
and
so
dainty and dancer like. And you put them on me and it's like, what is she doing in those?
She's so dancer like.
I know.
Look at that ballerina go.
Little tutu moment.
Yeah. I get you. We're on the same page here.
Yeah. So a loafer with a sole.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing with
ground our hips.
We need those rubber soles to really keep us on the ground.
All right, with that.
I love it.
Any last thoughts on spring style?
Just open to Rex. Trench coats, shoes, rain jackets.
Yeah.
Anything. I am into the bows.
I like bows. Bows are cute. You wore a bow in your hair and it was so cute for dinner.
I did. Yeah, I feel like I could do a button down and a bow.
Yes. Someone on Love Island did like a half up thing like you did with a bow.
On the what?
Someone on Love Island.
Oh, of course. Where else?
Yeah, what else would I be talking about? Half up hairstyle with a bow, and it was so cute. And I was like, I want to do that. I love a bow. I think a bow is really cute.
Okay. Maybe that's my spring thing.
Yeah.
Bow, button down, jeans, loafers.
Love.
I like it.
I like it too.
All right.
All right. Great.
Solve that problem.
You look beautiful.
Victoria's Secret yoga pants. Done.
Done and done. If I find a new like go-to outfit, I'll let you guys know. But for right now, I'm just keep my old style.
I like it. It works for you. Classics.
Classics.
All right. Well, if you want to send us any recs, please DM them to us on Instagram at Glad We Talked Podcast, or you can email us at gladwetalkedpodcast@gmail.com. And maybe you see some inspo on TikTok. You can send it to us there.
Love that. And don't forget to rate and review us 5 stars. And
5 ballet slippers.
5. This is your new thing. Like the most recent thing we talked about. 5 ballet slippers. And talk to you next week.
Yes. All right, guys.
Love you.
Glad we talked.
Glad we talked. Bye.
You said you love them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Aw.
Aw.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.